So before we set up our Miniconda environment, it is important to understand that what exactly is even the purpose of Miniconda. Miniconda, as you can see, is a free miniature installation of Anaconda. So Anaconda is the main one, and if you go to the home page, you can learn more about Anaconda. Basically, the whole idea of Anaconda is to provide you with or ability to create environments, and in those environments you can install different packages. So, and Miniconda is a mini version of that. So it has less features, but it also is less in size, which is great for us. All right. So now the question comes, what do we mean by environment? Why do we create environments? What purpose does it solve? Well, consider a scenario that you need to install a couple of different tools. Like you need to install Python 3.6, scikit-learn a special version of that, pandas, numpy, and all that. If you install those on your machine, and then later you decide that, oh, I actually need scikit version number something else, then you need to uninstall it, you need to reinstall it, and it all becomes a mess, right? Same with Python language. Some of the packages that you will be using will work for a very specific version of Python. Maybe you're using Seaborn or Matplotlib for charting, and that only works with a specific version of Python. Then what you're going to do? Because on your main machine, you can only install one version, right? Well, that's where Miniconda, Anaconda steps in to allow you to create separate environments. So you can create these environments, and I'm just going to name them env1. And in these environments, you can install different things. Like you can actually create this environment with a specific Python version. So you can say that, well, Python version for this environment is 3.2. All right. And I'm also using pandas, which is another tool. And the pandas, well, I'll be using version number 2. I'm just making things up over here of the version numbers, right? But you can also create another environment, completely different environment, env2, let's call it env2. And in that, you are going to install, let's say, Python, whatever. I'm just going to put the version number out here over here, 3.11.13. And then I can also install Flask for creating websites. And then I can also install a specific version of TensorFlow and all that stuff. All right. So what is going on is that instead of installing it on my main machine, I created these environments and I install specific versions that can be a latest version of every tool on these specific environments. So one environment can have like 5 tools which are for machine learning. One other environment can have like 10 tools that are for web development or something else. And then I can switch back and forth between the environments if I want to, use those. And another thing is that if you don't like the environment, if you're done with the environment, maybe you were just testing something out, the compatibility between different packages, and you're done, you're like, okay, it looks like it's working, I don't need the environment anymore, then just deactivate the environment and then delete the environment, and that's it, it's gone. All right. So that's the benefit of using environments. And the isolation is a big benefit, obviously. When you install something in environment number 1, it does not mess around with things that are installed on environment number 2. They are completely separate environments. Now, in this course, I will show you that how you can use Miniconda to set up your own environment, but we will be mostly using Google Colab because Google Colab already contains all the different packages that we need. So you just go to Google Colab website, you create a notebook, and you're done. So, but if you want to install environments on your machine or create environment on your machine, that is perfectly fine too. And I'll show you in the future videos that how you can do that. So hopefully now you have an understanding of why do you use Miniconda and what features that it provides you and allows you to create isolation through the use of environments. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, I hope you have enjoyed the video. And if you're interested, I have a complete course called Machine Learning Bootcamp for complete beginners. Now, this is around 12-hour course and I keep adding new material. And this is going to start with Python development. So you can see there are a lot of sections on Python development, and then it dives into machine learning. So you're going to learn about linear regression, logistic regression, trees, clustering, PCA, and even a project where you will train your own model and then you will build a website using Flask to connect to the model. So there's a lot of stuff that is covered in this course, and the best part of this course is that it is for beginners, complete beginners. We are going to use real world example. We're going to solve real world problems, all dedicated for beginners. So this is a really good course, and it covers scikit-learn, it covers pandas, it covers Flask, a lot of stuff. So this is a really great course for complete beginners, and the link of this course will be right there in the YouTube description. I really hope that you enjoy this course. Thank you so much.